Hey everybody, what's going on? It's John21 here. We're back again with me, actually. And as you can probably tell, this isn't going to be a gaming video. This is actually going to be a little bit of a me to you, a little bit of a talking video. I had an interesting comment on a YouTube video recently. I'll try and remember to post it somewhere around here on the video. But it really got me thinking that I haven't really discussed. It's something I've thought about a little bit on my own, but I haven't really discussed on my channel, which is why I do YouTube. Now, when I first started out on YouTube, it was like middle school. I had just gotten into watching videos. I had just gotten my new laptop at the time, and I managed to get like some free software, and I started recording. I just went for it and started recording Minecraft, I believe. It was using a program, I think it was called iShowU. You can probably still find the videos way back on my channel. But I originally did it with an ambition to hopefully get somewhere and not necessarily get somewhere huge on YouTube, but just to I guess ambition to get somewhere on YouTube is misleading. That's not necessarily what I meant. I started it out for fun and more so with the hopes to help people. I wanted to, if I could make at least a few people's days better, then I would have succeeded in what I had set out to do. Because I had so many different inspirations for YouTubers, Mr. Safety, Paperbat VG, Slyfoxhound, people like that, who every day, day in and day out, made my day better, and I just wanted to spread that more. I wanted to help other people feel better and make people laugh, and that's originally what I set out to do. And I still hope to do that, but nowadays it's less for the fun of it and more, I still certainly have fun, but it's now equal parts determination and commitment to a schedule. I've been uploading daily for literally years now. I've been uploading daily to YouTube longer than I have been doing any other thing that I know of, any other main project, aside from eating and sleeping, because I do that plenty as well. Maybe not so much on the sleeping part, which is a problem, but, you know, college is rough. But I would view it something similar to as someone who goes to the gym every morning, and it's part of their daily routine, it's part of their schedule. It's a regular thing they do, and it helps keep them sane, if that makes sense, but keep them on a schedule. And it's something I do to that same effect. I also do it for fun, and many other YouTubers have talked about it. Hutch is one that comes to mind quickly, but they talk about it's almost like a wave. You'll have waves where it's just like YouTube's really fun, and then it's not fun, then it's fun again. It's like any other job, where sometimes it's a lot easier and a lot more fun, and sometimes you get tired of it, but you just kind of have to fight through that and keep up the commitment. And that's something I've struggled with in the past, as YouTube got boring or it got dull, and you can see, I think it really reflects in a lot of my videos where I wasn't having as much fun. But to that same effect, I think it really shows through in my videos when I was having a blast. There's a couple of Crafting Dead videos that I think really stood out from the crowd as being super fun and awesome because I was genuinely enjoying myself, especially towards the end of the series after I had built that giant dirt platform for the sheep that didn't work, and went searching for sheep and that didn't work, and all these other things or the cows rather, that just nothing was working. So once I finally just gave myself the eggs and I started playing it and having fun with it again, I think it really showed in the video that I was having a lot more fun than I had been in the past. That being said, when I first started, kind of circling back around, I was very busy, and I've been quite busy with just a lot of things happening in my life. Like I said, I started, I think, back in middle school or freshman year of high school with a couple of videos, and then I started uploading regularly in, I believe, my sophomore year of high school. And I just kept uploading. And I maintained that for a brief period of time. I was actually uploading 2 videos a day, but I found that was because I had more free time at the time. I had just started college, and a lot of my classes were not time-consuming. They were pretty remedial. It was the general education classes. And once I started getting past those, I started becoming short on time again, and I couldn't do 2 videos a day. I couldn't maintain that level of output. So I scaled back to 1 a day, and that's when I've been at ever since then. With the exception of a week I took off here or there, I've been uploading daily since sophomore year of high school. And as a note, I graduate college in about a week and a half, so I'm in the midst of what is essentially finals. I've got tons of stuff going on, and I'm in a weird program where it's a 4-year degree in 3 years, so it's a little weird, but and it's not exactly final tests and stuff, but I've been working on my final project, and I'll try and remember to. I've been meaning to upload a video of it because I've been going to school for game design, and I've been meaning to upload a short clip of the project my team came up with at some point, and so I'll probably do that in a couple weeks or something like that if I remember to. In all honesty, I might forget. It's a pretty simple game though. It's not like some of the incredible games that are out there now. It's no Terraria or Minecraft or anything like that, but that's something I made and I'm kind of proud of. And I hope to maybe be able to make some more better games in the future. But as I've been working through college and high school and even middle school, I've been very busy, and so I wasn't able to dedicate as much time to YouTube and my different side projects as I'd like to, especially in middle school and high school, where it was a strict get on the bus at 6:30 a.m., get home at 3:30 a.m., and then try and recuperate from the day, from the stress and the workload and all that. So it was tough to maintain energy levels during those times. It's been easier since I started college. It's been getting tougher as I get more closer to finals and stuff like that. But I hope that once I'm done with college, I can devote more time to YouTube and more energy. That being said, I want to kind of build up. I've been working my way up for probably the last 6 months or so and improving the quality of the content I produce. And I'd like to just do an overhaul. I want to get new banner image because I don't believe I currently have one. I'd like to get a new logo image, and I'd like to make an outro. Outro first and foremost. That being said, I have something in mind. I already have it storyboarded out. I just have to get enough money to have it animated. And I'd also like to get some music. I don't know if I'm going to get some music made. I have some ideas for some music, and I'd like to mess around with making my own music. That way I don't have to worry about, copyright issues, any of that stuff, because for all my time on YouTube, I've learned to be quite wary about whose music you use, how you use it, and all those different things, whether it's fair use or, common something or other. I can't remember, CC, all these different things. So I've kind of been wary and not necessarily chased away, but I always hazard on the side of caution, whereas if I can do it myself, I would rather do it myself than get in trouble for using someone else's work. So I'm going to try and get some of my own music made. I have some ideas, but it's going to take me time to get some of that stuff put together. And to that same note, it's going to get me time. It's going to take time for me to get the money to get the animations made. But I hope to have that done in the not too distant future. The sooner the better is what it comes down to. That being said, like I said, I have it already storyboarded out. I have it. I have the ideas on paper for the outro. I just want to get it in. Something else I have been working on that actually you can see is the thumbnails on my different videos. For example, I have them now. Before it was just whatever clip from the video that was in there. But now I've actually started making thumbnails for my videos. I want to say it wasn't Crafting Dead that I started that. It was not long after that. I know Terraria, I have custom thumbnails. The Room 2 has had all of their custom thumbnails. And every thumbnail is different and unique. Pokemon Uranium, I think, was the one where I started doing thumbnails. And that was a really easy one. It was just the Pokemon Pokedex number associates with the episode number. And I just moved it along. And easy as that. Terraria is a little bit different. And you'll notice, if you pay really close attention, my thumbnails change over time. I don't use the same thumbnail twice. So, for Pokemon Uranium, easy, the Pokemon changes each time. For the Room 2, you'll notice the little watch face on the thumbnail actually changes. The first episode it's at 1 o'clock, the second episode it's at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and so on. So it actually changes very subtly, and I don't know that if it comes across on the smaller thumbnail versions. Terraria, I also changed the thumbnail. There's the number of little critters like birds and stuff in the thumbnail associated with the episode of the number. So while it started off with just, I believe, one duck or something flying through the sky, there's now a whole menagerie of creatures all over the place. Slugs and snails and birds and squirrels and all kinds of stuff. And I'm not sure how clearly you can see that in the thumbnails, in the small preview thumbnails, but I know there are ways you can blow the thumbnail up a little bit, so hopefully if you guys are actually interested in seeing some of those little differences and stuff like that, you can go and blow those up. But I hope to continue those little nods to different things. I like changing things subtly, and not calling them out a whole lot, as a lot of other bigger channels do, and that's probably a shortfall I'm going to have, but I like that, and that's what I've been working with for now. That might change as I continue to grow and prosper, and I've been growing really slowly. One thing Ross asked was why I don't change things up, why I don't make things different, because I'm not getting anywhere. Part of that's because I'm doing it for myself, almost more so than I am for other people, and partly because one thing that I've found that's incredibly important on social media and stuff like that is if you're going to get famous, don't get famous for something you're not. Always be yourself, and that's advice I've heard from everyone from Gassy Mexican, Eat My Diction, The Creatures. Everyone I've seen is be yourself. Don't be someone you're not. And so I always work to be myself as much as I can in my videos and in my content. I work to keep things in my videos the way I want them, things that I think reflect me. I don't like some jokes that some people have made. I've done a little bit of content. I think sometimes you can find something where I've done a little bit of content with someone, but their humor didn't really match up with what I want on my channel, so I didn't do much else with them. That's happened a couple of times, and so I work to always present my community and my channel, I guess more so, with stuff I would like to see, and I'm constantly trying to keep things in line and in check. And I realize I'm kind of rambling on quite a bit here, but I'm hoping to get some of these points across without taking a full hour. And another thing I'd like to do, building off of the improving on myself and expanding and building the outros and the new banner images and stuff like that, is I'd also like to do more Twitch. People who haven't been around all that long, Twitch is something I used to do a while back. I did it for a few months, but then I moved and some things came up and I never got back into it, and I can't really do that as much because I live in a house with a number of other people right now, and there's inconsistencies of when I can be left alone undisturbed. Recording sessions are even difficult for even the 15 to 20 minutes I record in, and I not too frequently, but semi-frequently do get people coming in and talking, and sometimes it's enough. They don't catch on that I have to actually edit out those parts of the videos. So I can't do Twitch at the moment, although I would love to, again, at some point, do more Twitch. And I'm hoping that sometime in the next year, I can get my own place and I can move out and I can start doing Twitch again, and I can start focusing more on YouTube and hopefully get somewhere enough so that I can focus on it without having to have another job that is pulling my focus, so that I can focus primarily on Twitch and YouTube in order to produce more content, create better content, and to improve much quicker than I have been improving. Although I have a little bit of improvement over the past few months, going much beyond that, there hasn't been much in the way of improvement, and that Ross is right. But I am working to improve myself. I do have goals that I would like to meet, ambitions. Like I said, the outro video I already have full storyboarded and worked out. I just need money at this point. Another thing I'm lacking in is my computer. My computer I built brand new, built it myself in 2012. That being said, it's 2017, and I was hoping to replace my computer after 3 years. It's been 5 years, and I still haven't had enough money to replace my computer fully. I'm saving up, and I've got a good chunk, but I'm only about a third or a quarter of the way there. I'm aiming for about $2,500, which is quite a bit, but I'm hoping that will get me back up to the cutting edge so I can do a lot more. One part I've been having trouble with is editing. My processor isn't good enough to do a whole lot of editing. I can do a little bit here or there, but if you've ever seen any of my stuff on the Astrox channel, and I'll try and remember to link in the description for that, I've done some multicam work, because I really love multicam work. That's some of my favorite work I've ever seen, whether it's Hat Films, some of the old Creature stuff, Achievement Hunter, or Rooster Teeth, all of their stuff, I love the multicam, and I would love to get more people going, and I would love to do a group channel where I can edit multicam footage. The problem being, I can't do more than 2 camera feeds at once without my computer freezing up. I've tried doing 3 or 4 video streams at once, and I was seriously stuttering. I was getting like 1 frame a second, or even less, in my editor for the preview image, so I couldn't edit it. I couldn't see what I was editing. Even the audio itself was stuttery, so I couldn't even hear and guess where I needed to change. So I'm hoping once I upgrade my computer, I can do better editing, and I'd like to get the intros made, the outros made, all of that stuff made. I have a list of things. Basically what I'm saying is I've got a list of things I'd like to improve about my channel, and I'm hoping I can stop focusing so much on school, because that's been my primary focus for the past 16 years or something like that, for a long time, 15, 16 years, since I started like kindergarten. It's just always been, I was always raised, focus on school, get somewhere, go to college, get all these different things, and it's not since I graduated basically high school that I've been learning all of these different life lessons. Like, that's not necessarily right, especially in this day and age. And so I'm hoping to focus, after college, I'm hoping to focus more on myself and on my YouTube channel and get things running better than they have been, because my focus has been on school and on more school and on more school. I'm hoping to broaden out my focuses so that I'm less centered around school. I'm hoping to expand my horizons, and with that, hopefully the channel. That being said, I just have a couple more points. I'm just like, I made a list of points to remember to mention through the video, and I kind of tangented off them pretty hard. So I'm just going to mention a couple of the things that I had to remember to write down. But one of them is, why do I have my YouTube channel? Why do I not change anything? Why do I keep uploading even though I'm not making any progress? Even though I'm not making any progress, why don't I just stop for a little bit and come back to it once I can focus on the channel? And one of those things is, like I said at the beginning of the video, it helps me stay on task, stay on schedule. It's something I do every day. But also because it helps me play video games. I've always played video games socially, whether it's part of a group or more so in front of an audience. Even well before YouTube, back in 2001, 2002, 2003, my family always played video games socially, where one person was sitting there playing the video game, maybe 2 people, and everyone else would sit around and watch them, and we'd talk about what they were doing and how they were doing it and why they were doing it. We'd give each other ideas and suggestions on what to do and how to make things better, and just overall play video games as a family more so than as an individual, even though most of the games were exclusively single player. And so I continue doing that with YouTube, and I enjoy video games a lot more when it's done as part of a group, even if that group isn't present when I'm recording the video, or possibly in most cases on my channel isn't present at all and don't watch the videos. If there's no one watching, that's fine, because I'm still acting and playing the video game as if I have other people with me that I'm explaining things to, and I'm talking to them about things and carrying on a conversation and stuff like that. Let's see. Are there any more points I need to hit? I think that's actually most of the points I had written down. But yeah, quick overview is I do it regularly because I've been doing it regularly for years, and I treat it as part of my schedule. It's what helps me maintain my schedule for the most part. I also do it for fun and to kind of keep my ambition going for video games and stuff like that, and for inspiration. And I also do it because I want to play more video games, and treating it as if it's as a group play makes it more interesting for me. It reminds me of the good old days I had playing video games with my family. And then looking to the future, I hope to get outros made, get a banner made, get a new logo made, get everything cleaned up, tidied up. The logo I have right now is not great because I drew it, and one of the few things I can't do is art. I'm not great at art, because art takes serious commitment, and seriously, hats off to people who are great at art, because I know how much hard work that takes, and I don't have the focus to do art like that. I just don't have it in me. Had I maintained, I was pretty good at art as a kid. Had I maintained it, maybe I could be somewhere. I could be a decent artist, but I don't have the time to and the devotion that it takes to become that good at art. And again, I'd like to get a Twitch channel going, so I've got aspirations for the future, and progress is slow, incredibly painfully slow. But yeah, for anyone who watches my videos or has stayed with me for any amount of time, I appreciate your viewership, and I hope you'll hang on and see what progress I make in the future. But yeah, that's about it for this update video, I guess we should call it. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya!